Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to this tutorial of mine. We categorize this under my advanced CSS. So let me basically tell you what has been done in this page. So first you can have a look at this page like this. You have a basic navigation bar which has an effect on hover, and there is my name, and you have the profession, you have an image over there which is positioned this way, there's a border between them, there's a background image for this section, and there is a transparent layer for this because you can see an ear and the ear of the human, and there's some text written over here, and here I have three different divs which have three different images, and when you hover on that you can see the blurred image getting off it. So that is the effect which has been used, and I'll let you know within a few while and what has been done over there, and there has been a little description about each image. And coming to my favorites, you have different kinds of foods. It is like the food name over here and the image of the food over here. So when you hover on the name, the food name has a blurred effect on it, and that blurred effect gets off and you can see the clear image. The same for all of them. So now let's get into the code and see what's happening inside. So here is my code. To maintain the clarity of the images, I've not downloaded any one of them. I have just linked the images from Google. So don't get confused with those links. So the first thing is my title, that is my experiment 4, which is the description. And then when I come here, I have something called as a banner. Okay, let me start with the HTML. What have I done is, okay, this is my CSS. And here comes my HTML's body. And here I have a class called banner, and that is where, as you've seen before, we have given this big image. So, and after that, the first thing I need is the navigation bar. So for that, I create an UL which has li, and as it is a link, it should be inside the anchor tab. And inside that, I say my different things which I need inside navigation bar, like home, my profile, menu item 3, menu item 4, contact us. So the style can be given in different ways. Like when you hover on that, I want the text decoration to be underlined, and I want the underline color to be this, that, and the background color should be this on hover. The background color should not change like this when it is not hover. So we have covered all these things in the previous experiment, but still I'm just going to give a brief introduction of how you give the background colors and stuff. So the position is fixed. What do you mean by fixed? So whenever you hover, you find this always on your desktop, I mean your page, and then you have this next one, that is about the background image, and the width is 100%, that is why it is from the left corner to the right corner. Opacity is 0.5, that is why it is blurred, and you're able to see the man's hand from here. And after that, the background color is black. So li has styling in the same way, and then what happens when you hover? The cursor becomes a pointer. As you can see, it becomes a pointer when it touches it, and then you make different color predictions and background color predictions. The banner, text decoration none, and this is how you do stuff here. And let me go to the HTML page, and there you can find that once I'm done with the navigation bar, that is the UL ended, I have a tag called div which has a class percentage. In this class percentage, I have actually copy pasted an image. So this image is the image of small baby, and it is located over here. This thing I've used so as to position them. So I have three divs over here. This is the first div, this is my second div, this is my third div. So three of them have three elements, that is, this is the first div, this is the second div, this is the third div. So I have used positioning to position them respectively. I've used margin left, and they're absolutely positioned. Right top corner, right is 0, top is 0, and that is how I position three of them. So once we're done with that, we have this div completed, and then we have a div called My Family Members, which is the heading. So that is given a different style, like float left, background color, border is of thickness 3 pixel, and that is of color gray. So that is how it happened over there, and here we have different divs for each of this image and the description. As you can see, this is a div, and this is a div, this is a div. So for my dad, here I have a div called call, in which I have a class called image dad, and I actually copy pasted an image from the internet. That is the image which you're going to see in the blood. And the image which you see on hover is an image which is in my style document. So this is the image which actually appears to the user, and that is why that is in my HTML document. So this is the image, as you can see over here. And the image which I have used is, I'll just show you within a moment. As you can see, this is my .dad class, and in this I have background image. So the background image is going to be dad.jpg, that is present in my system, and it is not repeating, it is positioned in center, and it is 70%. And after that, as you can see, I am coming back to the normal file where I've done this. Yeah. And I've written a small description in the paragraph tag. And once we're done with this, I've used image mom, and there's another overriding image. At the same time, I have another image for my mom. And at the same time, there's my brother. And my brother has two images. One is a hover image, that is a blurred one, and one is the actual image which is hiding behind. So this div is completed when we do this effect, and the same kind of strategies are applied over here also. So the strategy applied for my family members is applied for my favorites too. So that is floated to left and all these things, and you can still see the navigation bar following as it is fixed. The position is fixed. And coming over here, you can see when you hover on the name, the princess image appears to be clear. So what am I doing over here? As you can see, okay, my favorites, and in this div I have my favorite code. In this I have the item name and the item tag. This is the item name and this is the item tag. Sorry, this is the item tag, and this is the item name, this is the item image. So I have inserted in the item name, I've inserted the name of the item, like ice cream, pizza, chocolate, burger, and chicken. And in the name of item image, I have inserted a link which I have got from the online resources, and I've given an alternate name in case there is no image or misplacement of image or the user doesn't have image. And I've given the width to be 100% and the height to be 100%. And at the same time, I've done that for all of the images. And then, coming to the styles of what we've done over here. So, it's here. So, this is what we've discussed. The dad URL, the bro I've given. This is my brother's thing. That is this thing. So, when you hover on that, the image is not visible. So, the URL, this is the URL which is behind the picture, that is the actual image on which you hover. So once you're done with that, you have a caption and you give the width. Okay, you have the table which is designed over here. As you can see, it has rounded edges and each row has a different color, so it is called as table row. So these are pseudo elements and pseudo classes concept come in here. So nth child of odd, that means all the odd childs, all of them are n childs, and among this n child, the odd child, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Among them, 1, 3, and 5 should have one color. 2, 4, and 6 should have one color. So that is what nth child odd and nth child even means. So for odd, I am giving light green. As you can see, 1, 3, and 5 have light green, and even have normal green. So that is how it works. And then the hover actually works this way. As you can see, the item image generally have the opacity 0.2. So as you can see, it is lightly visible. That means now at present it is in the opacity 0.2. So when you hover on it, hover on the name but not on the image. So it says when you hover on the image or hover on the name, item name dot hover, plus dot image, that means the opacity is becoming 1. So that means the image should be clear. So when you hover on the image, nothing happens. But when you hover on the name tag, item name tag, then the image becomes clear. So this is how this object actually works. So thanks for watching.